Boy, I've been waiting some years for this shit. Best 2 out of 3. Boy said all green. We going to the dome. Don't cry when you lose, dog.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome,
Yeah, it would be nice.
the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans.
I'd give him a divisional.
Coming up, we've
playoff
got
game.
a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go here in New Orleans.
I need that. That's success. Anything else is not.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And much more room to run on this one. Pick up of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Gold in them uniforms. We got the feathers in them uniforms. Thing is hard though. Pick.
On play action, here's Darnold. Got a man, that's Garner, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a
gain of 21 on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Cup in motion. To throw on first down is Darnold. Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that
Man, they
opening
did all
game
that.
script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw to begin with Chubb.
Speaking of Camara.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
No.
And he's very close to a first down.
Speaking
He's
of
out
Camara.
after a pickup of 9.
10 yards on the
So you come
pickup.
back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. And intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a
football, a
short
60-minute game. Let's get
to
it.
extend their lead.
I think he chalked this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll get this out wide. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Shaheed in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
It's clear from that 3rd down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on 4th down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket, and the defensive side of the field, now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Walker. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Moving outside the pocket. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now Milrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing is Milrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
A 28-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Hold it ready. Build that momentum up. Let's go.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Inside the 30.
Yeah, that man fell out, man. Come on, man.
Near the 20-yard line.
Let's get it, man. Be out here, man.
It's a gain of 45
Kamara might be your
yards.
weakness.
That's good for a Saints 1st down.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Marcus Lawrence. A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
So after one, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They are facing a 2nd and long. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver. And incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
That's cool
And
with me.
now
Get
it's
that man out of
fourth
the
down.
game.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive.
I'm out here.
The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
They'll go. And here's Shuck. That's going to be caught. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. First and goal coming up.
Easy, bro.
They'll run here with Kamara. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back.
I'm
to
live
the line.
right now.
Now it's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
Chat.
On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Think I'm gonna lose with the Saints? Yeah, true, man. With the who?
From the gun, it's shot.
The who?
He's caught, and he's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, Saints.
The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target.
I'll never let you
He's
lay
able
this
to put the
down,
pass
boy.
on
About
the
me.
money. Easy 6 points.
You better get Shaheed rolling. You better get Shaheed rolling.
Taysom Hill on the return. The Seahawks take over first and
Better
10
gun that bitch.
at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
I know he ain't running it again. Boom.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first
The
down.
run up the middle. It's Walker. Now let's give him about 4 on that one. That's Chase Young.
You ain't even
off
got
the
Sam
edge.
Darnold.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
What that boy at? You had Milroy.
From the 48-yard line. Here is second and 5. Working out of the gun. It's Darnold.
Pick.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
Oh, back out, see. That ain't going nowhere.
Shaheed in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
The Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Second and 10.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different
Never
reads.
ready to
Sometimes
come
they
back out
read the
there.
offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him
Never
right
ready
to the
to come
play.
back out there.
He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. That one is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 2.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Here's Walker. Good blocking, and he's Seattle.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40-yard line. First and 10, here's Shot. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Yeah.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive are they going after the quarterback?
Breeze would have made that
screenplay.
Breeze would have made that.
Oh. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Javon Vele was the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60.
They'll indeed go, and it is shot. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on fourth down.
For a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To the air again is Shot. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
At the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Shot.
What kind of fucking pass? Yo, I thought he underthrew that. I thought he underthrew that.
It's a gain of 16
Saints going to use their second.
He was supposed to throw it to open space and meet the receiver. He threw it straight to the dude.
Seconds to go in this first half.
At the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he caught that boy a toe.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Once more, Shot.
Okay, my finger slipped. My finger slipped on that. My finger slipped on that. I ain't mean to throw that ball. Why would have been drove?
That's a nice game, though.
Why would have been drove? That was a
pickup of 7. Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
I pressed triangle, and I was looking at a whole nother receiver.
Throwing is Shot.
This
one caught the floor. And he'll take this one in. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Thought it was sweet.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be a certain place.
Big Taysom, Big T in the building.
He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdowns.
14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. From the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Pick 6.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And now he loses the football.
Keep throwing that bitch back.
He loses the football. And this will be recovered by the offense. So they avoid the catastrophe of a finish. Time runs out. And that's the end of the first half.
Jason Myers to kick off.
3 points. All that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 6.
There's that block.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Kamara.
99 saved y'all from that touchdown.
Paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, shot. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Boy.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Got it. Ready?
They'll go on the ground with Devin Neal. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Back at the 41-yard line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck.
Hey, that's how he did in real life. That's the funny part about it.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Get your get back.
They'll work
Get your
the
get
middle
back.
here with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. He's going to tuck it and go. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 7.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
3rd down, and here is Shuck.
Dog.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back.
I think quarterback could play with that.
Pick 6 for touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
So they make the decision on
They're
4th
power.
down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Coach suggestions, he ain't suggesting shit.
The drive begins with a carry for Neal. He's got room to the 45.
Fuck out my face. Fuck out my face. Fuck out my face.
20,
Fuck out my face. Fuck out my face.
And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short. He's going to stay out and go for 2.
Take your L.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
22.
We hear you like Drew Brees,
team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Shaheed now to return it.
Fumble.
They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run here with Walker.
Boy.
To run. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Seahawks.
Once again, it's Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
First set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Milrow. Moving to his left. Looking back to the
I ain't even know the difference.
It is caught.
I ain't even know the difference between simulation and competitive.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his second touchdown tonight.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Is it even going on since it's raining?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. That's caught.
Well, you down
Over the
bad.
middle by
You know you
Johnson.
down bad.
To the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score.
I thought simulation was just like they regular ratings. I ain't know the difference, so I just put it over there.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Seahawks 31.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create. Man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Straight ahead, It's Walker. He's got room at the 30. He's to midfield. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenny Walker.
Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house.
Okay, with that
I
boy,
don't know what they were
to
talking
lose.
about on the last series. But they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19, 70 Lions. Ready?
They'll go play action here with Chuck. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, make the play another down.
Second and 10.
19 Lions.
Far as fucking safety you got back there. That boy back there.
From the gun, it's Chuck. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, this is Neal. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
To the air is Chuck. Forced to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. Ball loosely, and it is out. The Seahawks.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose
Oh,
and
you had to
put an end to this drive.
Man, sure.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Darren Sproles. All I need. Oh, you know, forget everybody. Just give me Breeze.
Walker now.
Give me the saddest receiver ever and give me Drew Brees.
And
That's
they'll
all I
take
need.
this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of
Here's
14
first and 10.
yards. That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
Play action. It's Milrow. Rolling right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score again. Jackson, Smith, and
That's the
Jigba.
last time scoring.
Touchdown, Seattle. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
30. Jason Myers to
After
kick
the
off for
TD,
Seattle.
Myers comes on now to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Here is Shot.
You can't tell me no, son. They're cheating, son. No, son.
He's been intercepted. It's the safety,
I
Julian
was, son.
Love.
The thing
He
is,
won't be able to
son,
take it all the way in, but that is
not throw the pass.
Return,
They
and they are set up first and goal.
At the 9-yard
It ain't over there. Never over.
Now it's Millworth. That one, take it in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half.
I got you when the next one come out. When the next Madden come out.
Touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Working out of the gun. It's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision brought it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here comes a return from the 5. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shuck looking to throw on first down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yo, I keep sliding, son. I'm sliding, son. Why they cheating,
inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. To the goal line and in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints.
Touchdown Saints.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
38.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's Walker. Out trying to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
A loss of 2 brings up second and
On second down, Walker. A much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a third down coming up.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
it's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
On play
And the
action,
Seahawks
Milner.
first down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
There defensively.
Here we go.
Regular play action now with Milrow.
No fucking way,
That
son.
is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely
lock that
over,
man up
but
on the last
it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's
pulled them
any
out
coming
last 2
back
minutes.
from
That's
this
how they
deficit.
do it in real life. That boy went over there, won a Super Bowl.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Kool-Aid,
for 2, and it does not pan out.
57. Saints 38. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10.
See, that's the thing, bro. That's what I don't like about that. They throw it to the DB before they throw it to the receiver. Like, if you're doing the screen, I mean, a slant on the screen. I hate that, bro.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Forced out wide. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Darnold again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39.
Fuck you mean?
And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
About time they fucking catch the ball. Oh, Lord. Man. They tore up, son. They tore up.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60, Warriors 70.
On 1st and 10, here's Shuck.
You sure?
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check out.
They'll look to throw. They look middle here, and there's Olave. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again, Shuck. one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now Shuck on third down.
See, that's the shit when I need Drew Brees.
Here we
that
go.
stupid ass shit right there.
That's what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I'm a shotgun. I'm a shotgun. What do you mean, bro? Better ask Coasting.
They'll indeed go, and it is shot.
Shot.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The air again is shut. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Nick Emanwari on the coverage.
The air once more, shut. And he'll take it on in. Ravon Vele. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
That's the most points I ever scored with the
Fingers
Saints.
in the air. They'll say no to the extra point.
Saints
Go for two.
for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
46.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
I'll take that nigga leg off.
This was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this,
Found
score,
it, Gaten.
recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and
Found
this game's all but over.
There's the three tight ends here on first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got him at the 50-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Come on. Hawk 70.
Here's a designed run. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Saints going to use their second timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. The RPO, that one is complete. And for the moment, that's a first down. But we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. This one all but over. Here's third down. Shaheed in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed.
I know way too many people here right
So
now.
going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10.
This is first and 10.
19-yard line.
They not like us. They not like no.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. And he
I threw the ball away, and he did that. I threw the ball away.
Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Funny as hell. I'm fucking with it.
Chuck. He's going to let this one go deep. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Big play in the game right here. It's third down.
So that's how the Babylon got right.
To the air is Chuck. Again, working deep downfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, at this point in the game, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for six.
Yeah, man. I might got to switch up my teams.
Jason Myers to kick off for
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 34-yard line.
That's 2 out of 3.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. He's going to look.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
Incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, from New Orleans, we say goodnight.
Man. See you, Boosie. I'm out here. You don't stand a chance. I got a team that's souped up now. Only choice you got, you better get the Chiefs or something. I'ma smash the Chiefs. I beat you with the Ravens. I'm pulling my Saints back up for the finale.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us
I know
started.
you ain't got Jared Goff.
And off we go from Ford Field.
You gotta punish Jared Goff.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
I'm smashing Jared Goff.
We go tonight. 120.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
We go tonight.
Once again, it's Gibbs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A 2-yard loss.
Where a
Brings up
defender
3rd
makes
and
his
7.
tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 53 yards.
That's good for a Lions.
Both
First
pre-snap
down.
and post-snap. This is about as well
and
done
10 at the
as you can do
15-yard
at the
line.
quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Intended for
Amon-Ra St.
St.
Brown, the receiver he was trying to target.
It's
And that will
2nd
lead to
down
a
and
2nd
10.
down. From the gun, it's Goff. Flush to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's a
Kyle
loss of
Van
14.
Noy.
Brings
He
up
gets
3rd
in there
down.
to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
We go.
Goff gives it to Gibbs.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings
He was
up
tackled
4th
at the
down.
27-yard line.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single
down.
time. And they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect
I
the
would've
sticks.
smashed Philly.
And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field. And this is tough.
Where
here
the
on
goat
the
at, man?
opening
Bring the
drive,
goat in the
because
game,
sometimes when you
Where the
miss
goat
one
at?
early,
Why
we've
you in
seen head
trouble?
coaches change how they approach 4th down
Man, where the goat?
situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
Right here. My uniform's ugly though, but it's a dub.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Second down, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. To the ground. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to be third down. From the gun, Jackson. With slant into the hands of a speedy
All I needed was the first down. Now it's cracking. It's big cracking now. Oh, it's big cracking now. It's big cracking now. It's big cracking now. That's all I needed. It's a little confidence. That's all I needed.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Get his offense going. Get his offense going. Get his offense going.
The middle to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Third and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact, but the flags. Going to be fourth down.
In my player, son. None of that.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
And the Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, third and 5.
Brings up third and 5.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Third down, they need 5. Throwing Jackson.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
13. Fourth down, Jackson. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth. They wind up turning it over on down. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back. And they hold it to him.
And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Third and long. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. First and 10.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff in the pistol. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver.
Wiggins on the coverage.
It's second down. They'll go play action with Goff. He's got his tight end downfield. It's great. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
It is a big play there for the Lions.
First and 10
and even
at the
30 yards.
line.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. On play action, Goff. This is caught 2. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Ravens nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. As we bring up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
On first and 10, Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Well, we changed it. Again, it's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Goff.
You sure?
It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra, safe round. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Now return coming from the 7.
I'll take it.
And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
That's all we need.
You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
You know where I'm going.
There, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Lions, first down.
On the play fake. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Now pass deep for St. Brown. It's going to be home in. He's got it. Amon Ross, St. Brown. Touchdown.
Ugly. Look how ugly that for him.
Ugly. For him now on the afternoon.
Alright, son.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Good.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Exiting the pocket. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his right. He's going to run it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Huge mistake. Right in the half. It is intercepted.
No, son. Oh, they cheating, son. They cheating, son. Man, they cheating, son.
We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
So, after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Derrick Henry got like 5 yards.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Jackson now. He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it.
Fuck out of my fuck out of this bitch.
Inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
I don't care about none of that.
First down.
I like that. I'm chilling.
Now it's Jackson.
And
for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
Every once in a while, like you see,
Champ Bailey's there.
predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. On the run to the right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
37-yard line.
Second down, Jackson.
See, he can get the ball low. Tyler Show can't do that. Tyler Show would have took 20 seconds to throw that ball just like that.
Third and 2.
That's why.
Makes it third and 2.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his tight end, that's Andrew. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
Here's Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Coming out here.
First and 10 now from the 36.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Play action now.
Got
Jackson.
playing, son. Got playing,
Now
son.
he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
12 more yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
Man, that was a bad pass.
That is incomplete. Way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Now Jackson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense...
This one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
The 19-yard line.
Here's the give to Henry running right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
In trouble, and he's going to be
Souped up.
work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
And it's third down.
Well, we changed it.
Third and long.
We changed it. Throwing Jackson. He's going to be brought down.
I like it, boy. That little shift.
Just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Jackson. Open man, right side.
That would have been Tyler Show.
And he will have the first down, almost a touchdown, out of bounds, just short of the pylon. So they roll the dice on fourth down and are rewarded with first and goal.
The 1-yard line.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Patrick Ricard.
Football is 60-minute game, son. Stay in your lane, son.
So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown.
So what happened to the
That's
Falcons in the Super
exactly
Bowl?
how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can
28-3,
create those
huh? It's
sudden
28-12,
change
huh?
situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
That is hot.
Yeah,
And they get the two
I think it's a
point
uniform,
conversion.
son. The uniform whack. I needed that all purple like the Vikings, so
Touchdown. Loop is
they
back
gave me the
out
white
to kick
uniform.
this one away.
Man. It's straight white uniforms.
The Lions take over first and 10. At
Not
their own
AP, bitch.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
When they Matabuki.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Hey, kill! Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That ball is hard on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. That one good for 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Goff. Down the field, he's got Seabrand. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Throwing here is Goff. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Here's second and 9.
120.
The fourth quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery.
I'm fucking with that.
And he is
I'm fucking
crushed
with
in the
that.
backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well
Go,
shot.
slowing
for
down,
him to
partner.
get to. It'll bring up
I
fourth
know you
down.
ain't going for that. I know you ain't going for that. You ain't got no nuts like that, son. Oh, no.
14.
You ain't got no nuts like that, son.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
With my
Picked
dumb
off
mouth.
by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Jackson looking to throw. Going.
You can't tell me that's a fucking pick. No, son. Son, no, son. They cheating, son.
All set up.
Oh.
Short field. And a chance to extend their lead.
The ball always get undercut, son. He wide open.
One thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can have.
I would have popped, Jerry.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
Throwing on second down. Goff. Back over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
Lions first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ric Flair.
Gibbs. Trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Mahogany on the dashboard after the dashboard.
Second and goal. One more time. They try Gibbs. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Stop short of the goal line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Open man is beaten. He's got him. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will score.
I think he shot that boy. Come on, man. 15 points. It ain't over. Definitely ain't over.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
13.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Don't do thee. Don't do thee.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. Pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Second down and 8. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and
They'll drop to throw. Rolling right. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
They'll try it now with Montgomery.
It's coming.
And he's going to have the Lions first down with ease. They wind up getting 9 on that 4th and 5.
that's good. For the Lions, first down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50.
Coming in that thing, what?
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down
It's
play.
that bounty. We got Sean Payton in this thing, bro. We ain't playing. Not playing.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second.
Trash, boy.
They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Sad ass
This is the
Ravens.
moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Here's 1st and 10.
I'm off.
On play action.
Chilling.
Goff. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Jim Harbaugh. My dog Jimmy.
He'll go play action with Goff.
Sacks are drive kills. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
That's what happened.
Maybe the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Hey, by Malachi starts. And a nice return here as well. He takes it up to the 45-yard line.
Turn up.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Get off me.
To his right.
So you can't shift the button, dog? Like, what? No.
As he couldn't get a throw
Oh,
away.
man. No, the way he came at him, I couldn't move. Like, I
They
was
just
stuck.
have to be better
That man
on
couldn't
first
juke it
down.
up.
They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of
Man,
it's
this
going
man
to
dropped the ball.
That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. To throw is Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman.
You see what I mean, dog? Like,
Up there. Another ball intercepted. That's the
got that,
safety.
boy. You
Kirby
trash.
Joseph.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean,
Trash.
as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium. Rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Flush to his right. Off he goes.
man, strip that boy.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 47-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff Comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 18.
Now, faking the give. Moving left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield.
Oh, you trash.
Now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long.
Game.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the final part of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Lions. They were the aggressors from the start,
I ain't even mad,
able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
You got that, son.